I lock the freezer my sister-in-law raids. My sister-in-law Danielle is 34, and she's been staying with us since October. She lost her apartment, and my husband Mark said family helps family, so I said okay. A few weeks. It's been almost 4 months. I don't mind the couch situation, honestly. What I mind is the food. I meal prep. I have a chronic thing where I get migraines if I skip meals or eat garbage, so every Sunday I cook for the week. Portion everything, label it, freeze it, chicken and rice, soups, breakfast burritos, the works. It's the only way I function during the week. Mark knows this. It's not a secret. So back in November, I go to grab my Monday lunch and it's gone. Just gone. I figure I miscounted. Tuesday, 2 burritos gone. Wednesday, a whole container of the turkey chili I'd made. I asked Mark and he said maybe he ate them and forgot, which fine. Then I actually caught her. Sunday night, like 11 p.m., I come down for water and Danielle's at the counter eating my labeled Thursday lunch straight out of the container. She goes, "Oh, was this yours?" I didn't see a name on it. It had a piece of tape that said Thurs in marker. I said that. She just shrugged and said, "I'll replace it." She never replaced anything. I started keeping a list because I thought I was losing my mind. In 3 weeks, she went through maybe $40 of prepped food, plus snacks, plus the good coffee creamer I buy for myself. I brought it up gently. I said, "Hey, I really need that stuff for my week. Can you buy your own groceries?" She said she was between jobs and money was tight, which okay, but she DoorDashes almost every night. I've seen the bags. I talked to Mark. He said she's going through a hard time and I should be more flexible. I said I'm literally getting migraines because I skip lunch when my food disappears. He said, "It's just food, we can always make more." That's the thing. We can't. I make more on my one day off. So I bought a small chest freezer, put it in the garage, bought a padlock hasp, the whole thing, and I locked it. My prepped meals go in there. I keep the key on my lanyard with my car keys. The kitchen freezer still has plenty: pizzas, ice cream, the frozen veggies, whatever. I told both of them, anything in the garage freezer is mine. Everything in the house is fair game. Danielle lost it, said it was insane and controlling to lock up food in my own house. Mark said I'd embarrassed her and made her feel like a criminal. I said then stop eating the labeled food and I'll take the lock off tomorrow. He didn't have an answer for that. For about a week it was fine. My food was there when I needed it. No migraine days. Then last Tuesday I go out to the garage and the padlock is gone. Not broken, gone. And the freezer's been raided. 3 burritos, a soup, and the whole batch of meatballs I'd made Sunday. I asked Mark. He got real quiet and said Danielle had been really upset and he didn't think one lock was worth the fight, so he'd cut it off with a bolt cutters and told her to just take what she needed. He cut my lock off for his sister, so she could eat my food. In my house. I didn't yell. I said okay. Then I called a locksmith the next morning and had a keyed deadbolt bolt installed on the garage door itself, the door from the house to the garage, plus a new hasp on the freezer. Mark asked why the garage door needed a lock now. I said because apparently the last one wasn't respected. He said I was punishing the whole family. I said Danielle can move her stuff out of the garage then. He said what stuff? I said the boxes she's been storing out there since October. The ones she keeps saying she'll deal with. Then I stopped meal prepping for the house entirely. No more big batches in the kitchen freezer. If Mark wants dinner, he can make it. I cook only what fits in my locked freezer. Only enough for me. Danielle asked what everyone's supposed to eat now. I said, there's a whole app for that. I've seen the bags. Mark said we needed to talk about my attitude. I told him the locksmith's coming back Thursday to key the pantry cabinet too, and if he wants a copy of any of these keys, the deposit on Danielle's own apartment is due the 1st. She's been eating Danielle's own groceries for 6 days. There are 3 bags in the fridge with her name written on them in marker.